Hi, I'm David Godfrey with SaferPond. I'm just going to show you today some of the tools that you're going to use to install your SafaDeck. It's very easy to install and the tools you'll use are very common. So here we go. First you'll need a level. Each part of the SafaDeck has to be level. If it's not, the clips will pop off of the beams and the grids, and when someone falls on it or puts weight on it, it's just going to collapse. So just make sure that every section of that is level when you're finished. Tape measure. You'll need to measure some of the parts to cut, like the beams and the grids. You'll use a tape measure for that, or in some instances you can just sort of eyeball it or make a mark with a piece of chalk or something to say, okay, I need to cut here, and that's where you make the cut. Flathead screwdriver. There are no screws or anything to put in or take out of the grid. You'll need this flathead to pop in some of the clips, especially the floating beam clips. They're very tight and sort of really need a little extra pressure to get in, and you'll want your finger behind that so you don't hurt your finger, but you'll need a screwdriver. A hammer or a rubber mallet. You'll just need to nudge some parts. Again, there's nothing to nail, there's nothing that you'll need a lot of power for, but you'll need to nudge some parts like the leg supports and the beam joiners, so you'll need to tap those in, so you'll need a hammer. Hacksaw. A hacksaw is what you'll cut the parts with. You'll cut your beams with this. They're aluminum, so it takes about 30 seconds of good elbow grease to get those cut. So you'll also cut some grids with this if you don't have a pair of garden loppers, and I'll show you those next. But you'll cut your beams with a hacksaw. Garden loppers, you can cut your legs with. Your legs are polypropylene, they're very sturdy, but if you get a good sharp edge on them, you can cut them to whatever length you need to cut. And then some bolt cutters. I know these aren't common around the house, but they're very inexpensive. You can get a smaller pair, mine are a little bit larger, but these are what you cut your grids with to shape to your pond. Some of you have corners in your pond that you can't reach or are tough to reach, or they're rounded. You have an oval or a circle or a kidney-shaped pond, and you'll need to cut the grids to shape, and so you'll use these to cut those. So those are the tools you'll be using. It's very easy to do, it's very easy to put in, and you can do this yourself. It's very easy. Thank you.